Welcome to the NorthOps Fire Weather Webcast for Sunday, August 31st, 2025. The most recent water vapor loop from GOES 18 shows a mid-level dry intrusion over most of California, with three distinct offshore low-pressure systems. The one we are most focused on will be the subtle wave located well off the central California coast. This feature will be one of the catalysts for thunderstorms this coming week. Monsoon moisture has pooled over portions of the Southwest and Mexico and will serve as the other catalyst in the coming days. Visible imagery this morning reveals some passing higher level clouds over the north, areas of smoke, and a weak marine layer intrusion along the immediate north coast. Outside of some high passing cirrus clouds and some weaker cumulus buildups across the far east, another round of abundant solar radiation is expected today and aid in elevated probability of ignitions. The region will initially be caught between the mature offshore low off the Pacific Northwest coast and the high-pressure ridge centered over the desert southwest today and Monday. The previously mentioned shortwave will nudge on the ridge, partially breaking it down Tuesday and Wednesday, leading to increased instability and the transport northward of monsoonal moisture. Ridging is expected to be the primary weather influencer after the wave passage, although another larger low-pressure area is likely to come into play late in the forecast period. The shortwave speed is still in question, and that will be addressed in the next slide. High temperatures will generally be above normal the next several days, with thunderstorms creating some mixed anomalies Tuesday into Wednesday. There are distinct timing differences between the European and GFS models for the upcoming shortwave passage. The weather pattern graphics found in this slide show the overnight model forecasts from both the European and GFS model suites, including both operational and ensemble runs for Wednesday afternoon. Both have been consistent with their model outputs the past few days. The European model continues to indicate a slower progression to the low, while the GFS is much quicker to move the energy northward. The slower solution allows more monsoon moisture resident time over the area, putting more eggs in the European basket at this time. Stay tuned, as this is an old-fashioned model scrum. The main organized lightning threat starts up Tuesday, as the graphics on the slide suggest. All three model outputs favor northern and eastern areas, although there are some subtle differences as well. Based on the anticipated speed of the cells and moisture to work with, many of the storms will be of the drier and/or hybrid variety, with just small footprints of wetting rain favoring the northern Sierra. The strike counts aren't expected to be nearly as plentiful compared to the previous event, but the drier nature to this event makes it impactful, especially since it will be preceded by warm and dry conditions. Plus, there is a nocturnal lightning threat Tuesday night. It is very apparent that there are lightning probability differences between the European and GFS models Wednesday afternoon. As mentioned, giving more adherence to the European model due to past performance and its past few days of consistency. Storms would still likely be faster to move, and the footprints of wetting rain would likely be on the smaller side. Slight chances could continue into Thursday across the far north and east, but this is dependent on how much moisture gets scoured out on the passing shortwave. My bet is that it will be drier overall, but wanted to show the possibilities. Depending on the offshore low-pressure system and available moisture, some chances could return by next weekend, although confidence is much less. Slight increase in onshore flow is expected today, with areas of breeziness favoring the Modoc Plateau, Coastal Range, and Greater Bay Area, but mainly seasonal breeziness. The air mass will remain unusually dry across the interior, with plenty of single digits, teens, and 20s for minimums. Humidity recoveries tonight will generally be in the poor to moderate category, most areas. These forecast images are valid at 1700 today. Areas of breeziness will remain on Monday, with a slight uptick found across the Shasta Valley and Modoc Plateau. Humidity will remain low across the interior, and recoveries Monday night should be a little better, but still in the poor to moderate category. These forecast images are valid at 1700 Monday. Westerly and southerly breeziness should noticeably increase on Tuesday thanks to the proximity of the shortwave and thunderstorm development. Note the broad, stronger downdraft signatures found across the north and especially east. A mosaic of humidity conditions is likely on this day, with quite a few low readings found around the main thunderstorm areas. These forecast images are valid at 1700 Tuesday. Wednesday is a wildcard day in terms of the wind field due to possible downdraft and outflow development. Otherwise, a real similar onshore type of flow regime is expected the rest of the 7-day period, with seasonal breeziness favoring the coastal range and Greater Bay Area. Slight alterations to the humidity field are also expected, with mainly low values across the interior. These forecast images are valid for Thursday. The 7-day significant fire potential product shows a mix of risk, but generally moderate risk, with some sprinkled in high risk Tuesday and Wednesday, due to the increased instability and thunderstorm ignition threat. ERC values are likely to be above the 90th percentile for several PSAs, including some near records for large portions of the coastal range. Extended burn periods and higher probability of ignitions are likely during most of the forecast period. It should also be mentioned that increased instability tied to the shortwave passage, combined with an elevated moisture layer, could portend significant cumulus development over either new ignitions or pre-existing large fires. In summary, an unusually warm and dry air mass will prevail during most of the 7-day period. A critical fire weather pattern leading to an organized lightning event and abundant instability is expected Tuesday and likely Wednesday, with the storms being much faster to move and drier compared to the previous event. A nocturnal threat exists Tuesday night. The strongest wind signature of the next 7 days shows up Tuesday due to the stronger outflows and wave passage, with Wednesday being a wildcard day based on the thunderstorm potential. Seasonal onshore breeziness should be the norm most of the rest of the forecast period.